Looking for your next night out in Worcester? Tee Up Tap Room is the place to be. With 5 golf simulator bays, more than 20 dartboards, a full bar and kitchen, and leagues for both golf and darts running year-round, Tee Up is the go-to spot for competition and community. Swing by Tee Up Tap Room at 70 James Street in Worcester and see why it's the city's home for golf, darts, and good times.
So the order has been given, the command has been given to the guys. We'll see if they're going to have any more warm-up throws. Looks like fist bumps are there. I know that Ron's rocking a rather rare and rather sharp jersey tonight. This very exclusive jersey. Looks fantastic. Manufactured by Nick Soldo, U.S. Sports and Apparel. Designed by Nick Soldo, excuse me. Ron able to find single bull there with the power of his WPL Season 3 commemorative jersey. My goodness. Oh, Justin Burke able to follow. Single bull of his own. So Burke now opportunity to steal. We'll see what he can do here with this second visit. Able to find another single bull. Justin, okay. Pushes the dreamboat. Some unexpected waves here for Ron to try and face. Not able to get it done. So Justin Burke will be leading off here in this second game of the night. Week 6, Season 3 of the Worcester Premier League. My goodness, folks, we're so happy that you're here. And this man is happy to be going first. Not happy with that first start, though. Wants to try and find the correction and fast. Only able to find 43. And again, folks, we will be looking to hopefully have some of these jerseys available for sale. So if you are interested in buying a jersey, we'll make some noise in the chat. Let us know if you see, I guess, any of the WPL players or staff out and about in the wild. Nick is confirming some of these details in the chat. So again, they just look too good not to give to the public. And we're so happy with the way they come out. We're so happy the players love them. And Justin Burke will be loving that visit. Big 1-2-5 found from Justin Burke. Immediate pressure here for Ron Sargent, who has been playing so well. And again, he took last week, finally getting over the Tom Curtin wall that was really just kind of in his way for vast majority of this season. Again, seems like every single final was Ron and Tom in the final, if not Joe. But, Ron was not able to get it done until last week. Justin Burke not happy with that visit to the board. They're only finding 22, so a little bit of reprieve here for Ron Sargent, who needs to try and find something rather quickly because this is a rather pedestrian 43 average. Will be going up slightly here, but not the caliber of play that we're used to seeing from the Dreamboat himself. Justin Burke looking to take advantage of this slow start. Needs to find some big triples here to push the lead in front. Only able to find one there, but he will be leaving the round with 95. So just on the edge of 200 for Justin Burke, who's firing away with a solid 71 average to open things up. Ron not finding any triples. Long way to go here, but if you were a fortune teller. Oh, speaking of fortunes and telling of fortunes, I have the ability to go into the chat here and get a poll going for you guys. Another great visit there from Justin Burke, who walks away with 68 in that round. Solid stuff. What can Ron do to try and put some pressure back on Burke? Able to find the big ton there. Solid darts there from the Dreamboat. And Justin Burke working with 148 now. Not going to take it this time, but will do well to bring the score down. Would love to have at least a ton here. Not able to find him. That third dart, so critical. It goes wild. Unlucky there from Justin Burke. And there's the poll in the chat, so if you guys want to have a little bit of a say, who do you think takes this game? Let us know. We love interacting with you guys. We love to know what you guys think. Justin Burke working with 105 now. 86, I believe, 66 remaining. My math is correct, which it might not be. Looks like he finds 57, so we'll be dropping his score down to a rather nice 48. Ron Sargent working with 136. This is a very friendly out. First part is found. Needs another. Not able to grab that second dart. So close. Wanted another one there to leave double 8. Will do very nicely, though, to leave 40. So pressure on Justin Burke. He's worked so hard to get here. Opportunity for the opening leg, statement leg, if he can find this combo. Finds the first part. And the second part is found. Big clinical 1-2 out there from Justin Burke. Not messing about on the 48. Telling the Dreamboat, there are no steady C's for you and your crew here. Going to have to work harder than that if you want to take me out. Week 6, Justin Burke, love to see it, but he might have angered the USS Ron Sargent, who opens things up here with a solid ton. Justin Burke under immediate pressure here to answer with something rather big of his own here. Wants to walk that third dart in, can't grab it, goes a little bit lower, unlucky. Looks like the chat is rooting for Dreamboat Ron. Might have to have some more Justin Burke believers in the chat here with the way that he's been playing. It's been good so far. Ron Sargent not able to grab another ton plus visit, only able to grab 16 in the spirit of the team 69 all the time. We have a 69 on the scoreboard, 69 on the board. And Justin not able to live up to the high-scoring firepower that we saw from him last leg, only finding 41. And here we go, Ron Sargent, 2 in there. Are we going to see a ton 80 from Ron? No, we do not. 140 found, just goes slightly high on that third dart. Unlucky. Amber says Justin always plays well. That's true. His hat tells the truth. LFG, again, can't say that because this is a family-friendly show, but he embodies the spirit of LFG with every single game he plays. Ron Sargent doing very well to really knock down his score, 201. Not messing about this second leg. 55 found, though, so might be an opportunity here for Justin Burke if he can take a breath, decompress, find a big visit. It's a good line, good guide. Wants to bring it a little lower, walk it in. Can't grab the big ton, so will only find 60, leave himself 280. Ron Sargent, plenty of time here. 146, doesn't have to force us to go. Again, not finding that first part of the combination to even force an attempt, so setup shots needed. Would love a trip 19. Can't quite grab it, only finding 58. But again, no pressure here from Justin Burke. And Ron, yes, he is doing well to get down the line here, but this is also a hold-up throw. And are we going to see the big 180 from Justin Burke? No, we're not. The flights have something to say about it. That would have been a spectacular 180 if that third dart was able to find its way in. But now he's down to an out, and Ron Sargent, 88 remaining. All of a sudden, a little bit of pressure. Finding 18 to leave himself 70. And wanted another one, so no 20 switch to try and force the bullseye. Is he going to regret that decision? This would be a monster of an out. Justin Burke can get this sequence going. What can you do, Justin, with this first start? Not found, so the sequence dies there with that first start. Does very well with that second one, and so unlucky with that third dart, just on the wrong side of the wire. Does very well to find 89, but Ron Sargent now, 56, can't afford to miss. 2 darts at double 20. Goes low, so across the board a double 10, 1 dart at it. Not able to find it, pulls it well inside, so Justin Burke, who's been so good on doubles previous games and tonight, looking to close this out. 56 remaining. A little bit of a step back, a little bit of a pause here. Goes for the 16, 1 dart at tops. And he pulls it just high. Opportunity gone for both guys, but Ron Sargent, again, looking to hold his throw, and he will have another look. Certainly doesn't want to mess this one up too big here. Oh, my goodness. He pulls it inside. Cardinals sin, he busts. So Justin Burke, opportunities that he may not have deserved, but going to look to take it out all the same here. Going across the double 10, finds it. So Justin Burke, 2-0 leg advantage on Ron Sargent. This is Justin's set to throw for here, so he just needs one more hold, finding that ever so critical break here. Move on for a potential 1-set to none lead here. Justin Burke needs to keep it steady, control the adrenaline, find a way to not let the nerves, the energy of being in front, get to him. Just has to focus on getting the job done, because Ron Sargent is certainly going to be, well, he's going to be pissed, folks, that he's losing 2-0. Knowing the way that this guy plays, he's going to be upset. He's going to want more from himself, and he's going to push as hard as he can to really put a lot of pressure on this guy right here. And these guys are such good friends. These guys not only love playing with, almost said something a little R-rated there, but not only love playing darts against each other, they certainly love being around each other. They're great friends. But Ron Sargent will love nothing more than to fill this bet up here with darts and drop his score down even more. Almost had I think it was a week 3 repeat there, folks. My goodness. Oh, jeez. Lucas in the chat saying, Justin on fire. Lucas, you have no idea. This guy has been shooting some great darts in warm-ups all night, finding the big ton there. So putting a lot of pressure on the Dreamboat. And again, this is what we want to see. These guys have been battling it out for, well, 5 weeks completed. This is the 6th week of battle now. So we figure as we get closer to the end of the season, these guys, the skill gap starts to close, tighten up a little bit. We've seen a lot of push, a lot of shove, and these guys are starting to drop some serious scoring bombs on each other, and that is a bomb in itself. Not able to move those darts over, only finding 50, excuse me. And Ron Sargent, 275 after 3 visits. Not quite the pace that he'll be happy with, but he's still keeping it close here. Needs to find a triple, does find a triple. Great third dart there from Mr. Sargent and Justin Burke. Opportunity here to get into range, and we'll need it with Ron Sargent right at the edge at 190. Would love to find at least one triple. Can't grab it, only finding 58. So Ron Sargent will be getting in range first, but it's how good of a job he can do to set himself up for the next visit. Wants at least one triple here. Leave himself 90. Will be staying upstairs. Can't grab it, so a baby fish remains for Ron Sargent. The Dreamboat going deep sea fishing. What else do we expect? Justin Burke 208. Really tough first dart there. Great that it landed in the 20 segment, but that's a scary dart when that first one is that low but straight. It kind of freaks you out a little bit. He's doing well to get in range, 150 to 130. You pick your poison. Baby fish remains for Ron. Needs to find the triple. Does find it, so bullseye! Oh, not found. Pulls up a rock instead of the fish that he was looking for. So close to getting that fish on the hook. And Justin Burke will not be able to put any pressure on, so 141 remains. Doing some just pedestrian scoring to try and bring this score down. Only finding 46. So Ron now has to correct from 25. Finds the 9 for double 8. Pulls it inside again. So across the board, a double 4. We've seen some double trouble from the Dreamboat. And it's over for the double trouble as he pins that double 4. Justin Burke not able to get the job done in this third leg. Ron Sargent battling back.
Balboni Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards to accessories and apparel, they're the one-stop shop for any player looking to stock up or upgrade. Whether you're stepping up to the line for the first time or competing for trophies and checks, Balboni Darts is the store that the champion selects.
Able to get a leg on the board here. And while the average has not been anywhere close to what we've seen from the Dreamboat in previous weeks, we might just be seeing this guy start to get warm on the arm, get these arrows flying the way that he wants them. Opens with a big ton. And credit to Justin Burke, though. He's done a very good job of managing this game well again. This is his set to throw for, so he needs to at least hold next round, if not find a break here to take this set. Does very well to follow with a ton of his own. And Ron Sargent needs to try and keep the pressure on. Can't afford to let it slip. Great second dart there. And there was a lot of space next to that second dart, but he's not able to put a buddy in that segment. So Justin Burke, immediate pressure on, but First dart's going to be a great line and a great guide, and does very well to follow. So both guys neck and neck down the line. Ton is the sequence here. Ron Sargent wants to drop this dart ever so slightly. Looks like he leaves it high and hanging at 60. And Justin Burke, opportunity here to jump in front. Needs a small correction. Can't afford to not find it, and he pulls 2 to the left, so only finding 40. But was looking like a great dart to try and bank a dart off of. Just doesn't work out there for Justin Burke. And here comes the consistent scoring for Ron Sargent to save the day. Can't quite grab that trip 17, but does very well to find 97. Leave himself 144. Great math there from Ron Sargent. And Justin Burke, all of a sudden not able to find any critical triples here. So Ron working with 144. Justin Burke not even in range. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Ron Sargent has come flying back to put himself in a position to potentially tie this set. Does very well to find that third dart there right in the top right corner. Justin Burke again, maroon, 203, no way home. Can only put some serious pressure on. 2 in there, will move across to find a different triple. So minus 120, that leaves 83. Trip 17 is preferred, finds 19 instead to leave himself 64. So who needs to start from 501? Big 139 leaves 64. Ron Sargent, first one at it. 48 remains now. Pick your poison, Ron. 8 or 16. He wants double 16. And the 64 is found. So Justin Burke was right there at the line, giving a lot of respect to Ron Sargent for not letting that one slip. And now Justin Burke will be looking to hold his line, hold his throw, as he tries to fend off the resurgence of Ron Sargent. Justin Burke doing very well to find at least one triple to open up with something reasonable there. And Ron Sargent trying to navigate his way into that triple 20 segment, the third dart. Saver finding its way in, so 420 to 401, still so close. Again, Justin Burke led this set 2 legs to nothing at one point. And now we've seen it all of a sudden collapse, tie 2-2. Burke doing very well to find a ton there, pushing Ron Sargent to try and answer. Ron cannot afford to have any of these darts slip, and as soon as I say that, Caster's curse finds the big correction, but Justin Burke Justin Burke, 320 remaining now. Ron Sargent not far behind, 323. Justin so close, doing very well to find the adjustment, and the third dart gets away from him. So, guys, this is crazy going down the line here. I have not seen Justin play, well, this well in some time here, really pushing Ron Sargent to produce some of his best stuff, and Ron is not able to answer the call. Justin Burke, massive opportunity here, sitting at 239 to put himself within range, but needs to keep it together. Finds the big second dart. The third dart does not find its way in, but the 81 found will bring him down to a solid 158 in range now. Ron needs to find at least 2 triples to put himself in distance. And you can tell by the reaction on the face there, Ron not happy with that visit. 45 is not the visit that he wanted at all. And Justin Burke, with some time now, 158 remaining, doesn't have to force this to go. Can only set up if he wants. First part of the combination is not found, so now it's nothing but setup shots. And what solid darts here from Justin Burke, able to find another ton. Really strong performance here right when it's needed for Burke, but Ron Sargent will look to come flying back. Not able to find 2 in there. Looks like only 60 found here for the Dreamboat, who was certainly starting to find some leaks in his vessel. Crew running around the bottom levels trying to patch these leaks as water gushes in. Justin Burke, 3 darts at 58 to take the opening set against the Dreamboat. First dart's wide into the 4:54 remaining now. 14 found for one dart at tops. And it's taken! Justin Burke walking away with the opening set, going up 2-0, allowing Ron to come back and then crushing the man's hopes and dreams, finding the tiebreaker leg when he needed it. But Ron, if you push him, he will come back meaner. He will come back stronger. And he will start to score with a serious vengeance. And we are starting to see that now as he opens with a big 140. My goodness. Justin Burke is only going to have to work harder to produce even better darts. So he looks to try and close out this game. Has a big advantage now. But Ron's going to be pushing. Does very well to find a ton. My goodness, have we seen the poll in the chat switch? I got to end this poll now because you guys are switching sides quicker than I can keep up with. My goodness, Ron able to find a solid ton. I opened up the poll and everybody was voting for the Dreamboat Ron Sargent. And next time I looked, it was completely in favor of Justin Burke. You guys have to be more loyal to our whoever you vote for first. Justin Burke able to find another ton, so the average is starting to creep up. The darts are starting to come together here for Burke. And Ron Sargent still 40 points ahead now, wants to find at least one triple. Able to find that big trip 19 switch. Great darts there from Ron. It's not always easy to move down to the board of those 19s. And doing very well math-wise to leave himself a way out with the 164. Justin Burke, sloppy second dart there, will not do him any favors, only walking away with 45. So Ron Sargent doesn't have to force this one through, but it would be quite nice for the fans to see this go. Not able to get it done regardless, so nothing but setups now. 144 remains. Able to find the big 54. 90 remaining, so one more in there will do nicely for Ron Sargent, leave himself 36, should he choose to go that way. And Ron, big visit there from Ron Sargent, nod of the head there from Justin Burke. He knows that was a great visit. Solid darts there from the Dreamboat. And Justin Burke now well behind, but will not be deflated as he looks to just try and get himself within distance. Ron Sargent, 3 darts at double 18. Is he even going to leave his door open, excuse me? He will want to shut this as hard as he can, but moving further away from his target, not able to find it, so the radar will have some more time to calibrate. Justin Burke still not in and out, so needs a serious visit here to put some pressure on. And unfortunately, first start's not going to make it be easy, but Justin Burke finding the big visit that he needed, 2 triples. Solid darts there from Justin Burke. Pressure on this double 9 remaining from Ron Sargent. So, 117 found there from Justin Burke. 116 found from Justin Burke. Leave himself 80. Now Ron Sargent must go. Can't afford to miss, and he does not. Ron Sargent finding the double 9 first dart. And this was a great leg from both guys. Justin right on his heels. Looking to try and steal that out from under Ron if he let him, but Ron said, no, thank you. I'm not interested in what you're selling. I would like to close my door and move on to the next leg, and he has. So Ron Sargent now has stopped the bleeding, stopped the leaking, starting to get the engine churning here, get those pistons moving, finding his way with some consistent scoring now. Justin Burke, roared ahead to a easy lead here. Again, he's found some really nice scoring, but needs to try and keep it together. Can't let his mind get ahead of him. Can't let his arm get in front of him. And just has to focus on the task at hand here because this guy is going to be putting pressure on every single visit. Not able to grab a ton, only able to find 60, that third dart right underneath that wire. My goodness. So Justin Burke now, again, has been playing extremely well. Certainly to a higher standard than we've seen the previous weeks. The doubling out has been a major factor in that. He has not really waited around on his doubles if he can get down there. When he left himself 80 in that previous leg, I was wondering if Ron was going to let him have a look at it. Would that even Well, would that really be a challenge for Justin Burke? Ron Sargent not doing well to widen the gap here, so certainly within range to try and jump ahead. That second dart's going to be key. Third dart's in there, right in the top left corner, so a big 1-3-3 found from Justin Burke. Great darts to leave himself 220. Ron Sargent under pressure now. 300 remains, 260 remains now after those first two, and able to find the big ton, so 220 to 200. Both these guys just pushing each other back and forth. I love it. And Justin Burke not able to find the 20. And that first dart in that one segment is going to cause a lot of problems here as he tries to get in range. Cannot afford to miss this third dart. Needs to put himself within range and cannot do it. Only able to find 40 and only able to leave himself 180. So still no out for Justin Burke. Ron Sargent, 200 remains. Ron Sargent looking to try and find the big ton. Can't get it done. So he'll leave himself 140. Still a rather tricky out, 140. And Justin Burke, if he can find at least a ton here, there's one part, 140 maybe, able to walk away with the ton. So pressure, we will see if Justin Burke can take out 80. Should Ron Sargent let him come back to visit. 140 remains now. Can the Dreamboat get it done? No, the first dart kills the sequence. Not able to make anything worthwhile happen with that second dart. And the third dart goes out for lunch. Ron showing us the exact direction of travel that third dart took. My goodness. And now Justin Burke, 80 left. Is he going to go tops? Oh, he tried to go for it. I knew he was going to do that. Oh, my goodness. Are we going to see it happen? No, he drops the third dart. Second dart was looking so good. We knew he was going to go for it. Oh, man, that would have been so cool to see two double takes in one night. But the script writers said no. 64 remains now for Ron Sargent. What does the script say here? Two darts. Finds 48 for double eight. Not able to get it done. So Ron with a reach of a third dart there. Not able to put the pieces together. And Justin Burke looking for redemption. Wanted the double take, but now going for double 10. Double 5. Goes slightly low. Finds the correction with that one segment, but will leave Ron a rather reliable double 8. And Ron is going to look to punish Justin for his arrogance, for his attempt at double. Wants to get it done here. First dart if he can, and he finds it with that first dart. No messing about for the Dreamboat. Those leaks have been patched.
Since 2014, U.S. Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. From embroidered polos to customized uniforms and fan gear, they have the expertise and the people to do it all. Their catalog includes spiritwear, athletic equipment, and promotional items. From mugs and golf balls to jackets and hoodies, everything is branded to your specifications. For gear that works as hard as you do, trust in U.S. Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
The integrity of his vessel is looking strong, and he is looking to try and immediately fire back with the set of his own. 3 legs on the spin. If he has something to say about it, can he open with something big here? Not able to grab a triple, so only finding 60. Opportunity now for Justin Burke to jump in with something mega of his own if he can find it. Great guide on that second one. Wants to go slightly higher, but can't quite get over the fence, only finding 60. 4-4-1 remains for both gentlemen now. Ron goes well wide on that first start. Will have to work to correct. That second one is a great guide, but he pulls it even further to the right. So questionable adventure there for the Dreamboat. Going sightseeing with all the islands in the sea instead of keeping to the course that Justin Burke is adhering to. Able to find a big ton to push that score forward. And Ron Sargent still stuck in the 400s, looking to get down. And at least to the low 300s. Should he have a triple here? Can't do it, so only finding 60. Looks like the scoring. It's been hot and cold for both guys, and it might be getting a little cold for Ron. Justin Burke might be picking up all of a sudden. 2 in there. And the big ton 80 fired in from Justin Burke, who finds a big visit, pushing his score down to 161. Fabulous starts from Burke. Great stuff. And Ron Sargent looks like he can't keep pace, only finding 81, And so Justin Burke, 161, doesn't have to go. First start well high, so sequence is over. He's only able to find 41, so he will be dropping his score down to a Shanghai on those 20s, leaving himself a 120. For everyone not familiar with the lingo, Shanghai on any number means you hit a single, a triple, and a double. You hit every single segment within a number. It's rather difficult to do, a lot easier said than done, and Justin Burke will try and make this look easy. Wants a triple with the second dart. Can't find it, so just wants to keep it straight now. Still no pressure from Ron, who sits at 2-3-2. And Justin Burke does very well to grab that 60. Will leave himself 60. And Ron Sargent just looking for pressure now. Just wants to try and get himself close to your first start. Not happy with it. 58 is found in total, but not able to grab an ever so critical second triple with that third dart. So 155 remains. Justin Burke looking to get out now. 2 darts at double 20. Able to find it. So again, clinical take. Justin has been so precise with his doubles tonight. It's really been surprising to see how clinical every single out attempt has been for Justin Burke. Again, he has not missed by much when he has missed. Ron Sargent can't afford to let this guy come back in. But unfortunately, Justin Burke not able to find anything worthwhile to get off the line here. Might be a little bit of a role reversal that we're seeing here, folks, where the last set, Justin Burke shot up to a 2-leg advantage. Ron Sargent came all the way back to put some pressure, forced the set to a tiebreaker leg. We might be seeing the same storyline here. Justin Burke can find a big score. First start is found in that 20 segment. 2 darts. Are we going to see another 180? Oh, Justin is on something different today. Blowing up the triple 20 segment. My goodness. Fabulous darts there from Justin. Great, great, great stuff. And Ron only able to fire back with a ton of his own. So Justin Burke eating his Wheaties this morning, finding the scoring power, and able to keep all 3 of those darts in there. That third dart, not sure where it wanted to go, but had quite a violent deflect on that second dart. But Ron already behind after 2 visits by quite a wide margin. Needs to keep it straight and can't afford darts into the 5 segment. Justin Burke, 220 remains. Great opportunity to put himself within range. First dart's in there. Second dart won't go, but the third dart will elect to stay with its friends, finding a big ton there, leaving himself another Shanghai. And Ron Sargent is just well behind. Needs to find a second triple if he can afford to do so. Finds the big 1-3-3. So great round there from Ron Sargent, but still not enough to put pressure on Justin, who's working with a Shanghai on these 20s to try and even the set. Needs a triple 20. Finds it, so 1 dart at tops. Oh, and he reaches, and it's low. Opportunity gone to tie the set. No pressure coming from Ron, who's only looking to try and drop his score down. Needs a ton minimum for any serious pressure and can't find it. So now Justin Burke, 3 darts at double 10 to even the set. First dart's wide. Second dart's just inside. And the third dart's found. What would have been a rather frightening leave if that went inside for Justin Burke. Attacks it. No mercy on the double 5. And we have a tied set. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to a tiebreaker leg where Ron Sargent is looking to hold off the threat of Justin Burke, who has been playing so well so far. Only finding 41. Ron is, well, he just might be disturbed by that opening visit. Justin Burke can find a big opening round. First start just on the wrong side of the wire. wants the correction, willing himself on, but he can't grab it, only finding 55. So hope remains here for Ron, who got away with one right there. First dart is a beauty. Second dart not able to follow, and the third dart looking to follow its friend. 140 is found there from the Dreamboat, who puts serious pressure on Justin Burke, now forcing him to follow with something big of his own. Second dart's in there just by a wire, and the third dart goes well wide. So we might be seeing a complete flip of the script here if Ron can continue this scoring prowess. Justin Burke let Ron come all the way back in the first set. Now Ron let Justin come all the way back here in the second one. Ron might be looking to shut the door unless Justin Burke can find a ton 40, ton 80, even a ton 25 just won't go. So the scoring is now absent. Justin, frustration shown. Not happy with the way these darts are going. Knows that this is a big opportunity if he can just keep those darts steady. But Ron, almost machine-like as he navigates these rather turbulent waters here, finding a big 85. Great darts, leaving himself 135 after 4 visits. Justin Burke well behind now, not able to grab the triple. Frustrated, goes downstairs to grab that single 19, but look at the difference in where these guys are at. Justin Burke 280, Ron Sargent working with 135. Won't go here with that single 19 found. A little bit of mental math being performed here from the Dreamboat, who leaves himself 116, finds it. So opportunity actually still. Oh wait, no, I'm kidding. Caster math getting me all excited even though it's wrong. Leaves himself 56, excuse me, folks. And with that 16, he leaves himself 40. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. My goodness. Justin Burke really needs a ton 25 here to try and put some pressure on. It looks like he's not going to get it done. Does very well to grab that triple, but I have a feeling Ron's not going to let this one go. First or second dart is my guess. First dart is a great guide. The second dart goes well high, actually, so third dart's so critical, and he pulls it high. So Ron Sargent looking to land man on the moon with those darts. Not able to get it done, but no pressure coming from Justin, who's back at 195 in the second dart. Just an absolute dagger right into the heart of Burke, who wanted to get himself closer, but will leave himself a long shot take. Ron, 3 more darts at it, goes down to double 10. Outside again by just by a hair. Can't find it. Oh, my goodness. Ron Sargent making a mess of this leg. He worked so hard to get himself a massive lead, and now Justin Burke not able to put the pressure on. Still 2 more darts in hand, though. Second dart will not go. Third dart will not go either. Only finding 38. So Ron Sargent, 3 more darts now at double 10. Hey, Ron, he's starting to get a little close now. You want to get out if you can. Able to get it with that first dart. So what should have been a lot less, frightening for Ron Sargent, who was watching Justin Burke get closer and closer in his rearview mirror, has finally punched out, found his exit on the highway. And now we are going the distance. Justin Burke, Ron Sargent. Who would have thought that we would have gotten here, folks? My goodness, Justin Burke, 71.42 average, actually averaging higher than Ron Sargent. And these guys have, they've disappeared from my screen here. So they might be taking a little bit of a break, maybe a bit of a water break. Guys, I can tell you as we wait for these guys to come back. In scene, Justin Burke saves everybody from a ad read there, so you can all thank him the next time you see him. Justin Burke will be throwing for his set here. He won the bull. He won the opening set. So solid ton fired in from Justin Burke. If he holds every single throw in this set, he will be walking away with a set victory. So Justin Burke, opportunity that he has not had for a while, but Ron Sargent looking to fill it up. And looks like the 180 will not go, only finding the 140. But both guys firing away. The howitzers, the cannons are, Second dart. Looks like that second dart wanted to attack its owner there. I'm Not sure if I've ever seen that before here at the WPL, but tackle your darts, man. You got to make sure you take care of them. Don't abuse them too badly because they will bite back, apparently. Oh, my goodness. Hope that Justin's okay. Hopefully he didn't get himself with the point there. Ron Sargent not able to find anything productive, really, only finding 45. So Justin, opportunity now to leapfrog him, jump in front. First dart's in there. Second dart, don't bite. Does find the one, but it doesn't attack its owner, so we will take that. 81 fired in from Justin Burke is still a great round. Good pressure. And Ron finding the single one segment going downstairs. Only 20 found in this round, needs to find something but can't quite get it done, only finding 39. So Justin Burke now, 279, opportunity to widen the gap. If he can find a triple or two. There's one triple going downstairs. Great darts there from Justin Burke, the big 137. Solid pressure from Justin Burke. Leaving himself 1-4-2. Ron Sargent has to respond now. Not able to grab the triple with that second dart. Wants to try and find it. Can't get the job done. So Justin Burke, 1-4-2 remains. Ron Sargent not at an out. Opportunity now for Justin to hold throw and with some class here if he can try and find a triple. Sequence won't go to get it wrapped up here, but the 60 will do nicely to drop his score down to 82. Again, Ron is not at an out. 220 remains. Ton minimum, you feel, to put some pressure on. First dart goes outside in the 5 segment. 24 scored for Ron here. And again, critical visit dropped from Ron Sargent. He's not able to find the scoring that he was looking for, and some awkwardness here. 71 remains now, not able to grab that trip 17. So 65 remains now for Justin Burke. I don't think going for the single bull is the smartest play, and that's what I was afraid of. He finds the 50. I was worried about that, but these guys are too good at finding the double bull, and so Justin Burke will leave himself 15. Might have considered going for, maybe 15, a different number altogether. I just had a feeling that that was going to happen, and now with the 95 from Ron Sargent, Justin Burke can't afford to miss. Finds the 7 to leave himself double 4. He's been so good on doubles tonight. He continues to be spectacular on doubles. Justin Burke, clinical 2-dart take when he needed it most. Leads this deciding set here, 1-0, holding throw. And Ron Sargent needs to follow back with a hold of his own. Second dart is a beauty. Third dart joins him. 140 found from Ron Sargent. Great opening round. And now Justin Burke, immediate pressure on the follow. First dart's great. Second dart might be in there. Third dart maybe? 180 maybe? Big 180 to follow from Justin Burke. Wow, these guys are firing on all cylinders here, folks. Ron Sargent might be rattled. The 180 might have shooken the cage of the Dreamboat just a little too hard here, only walking away with a 60. Justin Burke, 4 darts in. 5 darts in. Oh, the 6th dart fails him. 140 found from Justin Burke. My goodness. This man has been so good with the scoring so far tonight. And unfortunately, the 9-darter fails him. Ron Sargent just not happy with the way that those 2 first darts landed in the board. And again, no favors found with the third one. So Justin, big opportunity now with Ron all the way back at 2-4-2 to push himself within distance of finding this set. If he can leave at least 1 triple, he can't find it. So 59 found, will be in range. But Ron can't afford to give up now. Needs to focus. Needs to remind himself that one big 180, one big 140 here will leave himself something nice. Finds the big 180. Ron gets it done. These guys, my goodness, the vibes are high. The scoring is crazy. We have quite a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Burke, 62 remains. Oh, that was not the right choice for Justin. He should have gone for 12, and he might be punished for it. Wanted to leave himself the bullseye there, Justin Burke. Is he going to regret that choice? 32 remains for Ron Sargent. Second dart just wide. And the third dart's just inside, so bullet dodged for Justin Burke, but he cannot afford to let this opportunity go the wayside. Needs to find it. 11 for double 16. Found for Justin Burke. So we are seeing the potential rebuilding of the Dreamboat. All of a sudden, leaks have reappeared as the waters have once again gotten turbulent. Justin Burke, my goodness, is on the verge of knocking the Dreamboat out here in Week 6 in the opening round, but needs to keep his emotions contained, needs to keep it steady. Only finding 40 off the line here. Ron Sargent playing some great darts, but needs to pick up the pace here. Cannot afford to have any more mistakes. Ron only finding 60. I'm just about out of breath, ladies and gentlemen. This is only the second game. Oh, my goodness. These guys have been battling tooth and nail, kicking and scratching. And Justin has been fighting for every opportunity, and he has been taking advantage. Ron has been letting them slip. But he cannot afford to let these opportunities go the wayside. Needs to find a ton and can't get it done. Still ahead, but not by much. And Justin Burke will be hunting for these triple 20s. Wants to bring it a little bit lower. Can't grab it, so only 60 found there. Both guys nervy. You can tell it's nervy right now. Nobody wants to make a big mistake. And Ron Sargent is looking to run away with it here if he can keep these darts straight. One more needed. And a 140 found, no 180 there from Ron Sargent. But it will be enough to widen the gap. Justin Burke under pressure, and he cannot answer the call with the first dart or second. All over it, but not able to find the center. So Ron Sargent now, huge opportunity to further widen this gap, to redeem past mistakes and put a leg on the board here in this third set. 99 found there from Ron Sargent. Great darts, dropping his score down to 142. Justin Burke just not putting the pieces together here. Able to grab a magnificent second dart, but not able to find the third. No pressure on Ron. 142 remains. What can Ron do here? Cannot find the triple 20. Leaves himself 1-2-2. Finds a big trip 18. 68 remaining, and he's only able to find 4, so it looks like Ron kicked the wall there. Careful, this studio is expensive. Ron, we will charge you if you break anything. So Justin Burke working with 227. No pressure on Ron, who will be coming back to a very nice 64 and just a... Getting some thumbs up from the guys who are saying, Bill Ron, charge him for everything. Don't break our stuff. We like it here. 48 remains now for Ron, who's looking to go for double 16. Now he is able to find it there. So Ron willing himself on. The anger is flowing through his veins. The Dreamboat, the captain, is upset. Fallen well off course here and working hard to get himself back on the map. Ron Sargent finding an ever so critical break of throw there, but needs to hold now. Justin Burke will be looking to try and follow this ton with something big of his own here. This is a massive opportunity for Justin Burke. If he can find this break, or at least go into the next set here, at least making this close, that'll give him a lot of confidence, but that is not a confidence-inspiring opening visit. Only finding breakfast, bacon, and eggs. Nobody wants that right now. Certainly not Justin Burke. Ron Sargent looking to try and widen this gap. Can't get it done, it looks like. Only finding a ton. So that will work. 301 to 475, excuse me. And Justin Burke might have to just put everything else out of his mind. Does very well to find 95 there, but needs to just focus on taking this game one leg at a time. Can't afford to get worked up and focusing on the situation. Just needs to try and keep his dart steady and straight like Ron is doing so well right now. Finding another ton. So Justin Burke, 140 minimum to try and catch up. Great guide on the first one. Second dart low. Ton maybe. Not found. So 320, 201 here for Ron Sargent. Doing very well to put himself back into a competitive position. Being pushed all the way to the brink here. Able to find that single bull with that last start. So great 65. Solid use of the bull to leave himself 136. Justin Burke, ton 40, ton 80 minimum again. Needs to find something massive to get himself back in this leg, but he might be focusing on the next leg at this point, as he will have to rely on major mistakes now from the Dreamboat. 136 after 4 visits to the board. Will not go this time around, but would love to find at least one dart in there to leave himself double 18. Can't grab it. But again, Justin Burke, 280, well behind. Needs to find something to put the pressure on, and the one will just blow up the pressure. Not able to find anything good there. So Ron Sargent, 76 remains. He's been a little nervy on his doubles, but he will be locked in and focused. Finds the first dart. Double 8 now for the Dreamboat. And the second dart, no questions about it. That's about as clinical and as precise as it gets, folks. So now, this is going all the way. It's going the distance. Fist bump. Justin Burke to lead off here. 71.21. Mental break here. Wants the reset. We've seen him score so well in this game. It would be a real shame for Justin if he can't get it done. He does very well to find a ton there. So pressure on Ron now to try and keep pace. First dart just high. Great guide for the rest, Second dart just high. And the third dart finds its way in, so both guys leading off with a ton. Again, this is the tiebreaker, game-deciding leg here. Justin Burke just high on that first dart. Can't find the adjustment with the second. And he finds a critical, nervy third dart. My goodness, that thing might have bounced out. Ron Sargent now. Again, under pressure to follow. Second dart goes well wide. And he can't find it. The third dart goes even wider. All the way across into the single one segment, so Justin Burke cannot be focusing on that. Needs to just focus on his scoring. Needs to keep these darts steady. Doing very well again to nab that triple 20 when he needs it. So 81, pushing himself closer, 235 to 365. Ron not able to grab a triple, needs to find it, does find the ton. I know I've said it quite a bit over the season, but every triple worth its weight in gold, platinum, diamonds, whatever precious gemstone that you can think of. These triples are worth their weight in it. And unfortunately, Justin not able to find anything there, so Ron is able to potentially come back and bring it close. Needs another triple. Can't grab it. Nervy third dart there. Not able to make that adjustment. 193 remains here for Justin Burke. First dart just low. Wants to elevate it. Very lucky to find 18 there. That was a wild, wild second dart. Not sure what he was going for there. Maybe the bullseye, but dodging a couple of bullets there. Ron, one triple you feel to put some pressure on Justin Burke. Wants to leave himself 105. Finds a solid third dart in that double bull for the 90 score. And now 135 remains. Justin, the first one to have a look. Can't find the single bull. 129 remains, and it's all starting to fall apart here for Justin, who's just not able to find critical darts. 104 remains. But Ron Sargent, 115, one triple minimum to make this sequence go. $19 found, 96 remains. Trip 20 needed here for the Dreamboat. Not able to grab it, so 76, wants the setup, does find the triple. Obviously wanted to find that first, but a critical 104. It has to go. It has to go for Justin Burke. 84. Finds it. Double 12. Taking a break, stepping back. Double 12. And it's high. It's well high. Justin Burke knows how critical that dart was. Ron Sargent, you have the feeling that he's not going to miss. Double 8. Cleaning his glasses, taking a peek. He wants it gone. Takes aim. First dart's wide. Second dart's right on the outside. Third dart's in there. Ron Sargent comes all the way back in this game. Justin Burke knows how close he had this guy. And Ron Sargent dodging bullets left, right, looking like Neo from the Matrix, going all the way.
Looking for a way to support the Worcester Premier League directly? Check out our coffee page. Every dollar donated goes right back into the league, helping us cover operations and build a bigger prize pool for the players. Your support makes it possible for us to keep the WPL growing season after season. Once again, your donation helps us keep the competition thriving and the darts flying. Visit our page at coffee.com/WPL darts to make a contribution today.